And it's 8 p.m. Pacific time, and it's time for another verbling class. In this class, we're going to be doing some speaking in the past tense. We're going to be talking about the past, and I'm going to be reviewing the simple past, actually, to start. And I have lots of questions for you guys to answer and practice using that verb tense. We're going to be very focused tonight and only be working with just the simple past tense, which is, for example, I studied French for 2 years, or using that studied would be the past tense. So that's what we're going to be doing in the class tonight. And okay, Lendit, I'll see you the next hour for the writing class. If you can make it to this class, you will soon see the join class button. That's a green button above the verbling chat box, and you can join us when that button appears. Otherwise, if you are a premium member of Verbling, you can get into the class in the first 2 minutes by getting a reservation. As more and more people find out about Verbling and start using the classes, we have English classes every hour, and we now have Spanish classes as well, many hours of the day, and you will be able to join and get free or not free, they're $25 a month, but reservation, so you can come into the class during the first 2 minutes of the class. And hi there, Koji, how are you? Hi. Your microphone is a little bit, I don't know, it sounds a little weird. Try talking a little bit more.
Oh, really?
Okay, there you go. It just wasn't.
Hello?
It was just the beginning. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. And Lucas is joining us, and Kubra. So apparently the join class button is probably available, so everybody can come in here. Anybody who would like to join, all you do is click on the join class button, and that brings you into the Google Hangout here, and we can have up to 9 people in the class at one time, plus me. That makes 10. And just a couple of things for the class. When you click the join class button, what happens is a Google Hangout window opens, and it's usually best if you close your Verbling window, just so you don't have the video start playing in the background, which sometimes happens. So if you can do that, and then I think we're going to be ready here. We have just almost, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we are full, and so we can get started here. I'm going to get started by asking everybody a question in the past tense, which is, what did you have for dinner? So when you introduce yourself, just give us your name and where you are from, and what you had for dinner. Now, if you are maybe in Europe or in other countries where it's already morning time, early morning, maybe you had dinner last night, or maybe you haven't had dinner yet, but I'm trying to get the past tense. So I just had dinner, so that's why I thought of that question. And what I had for dinner was I ate some hamburgers, some salad, and some potatoes. That's what I had for dinner. So I ate for dinner. What did you eat for dinner, Clay? Or Clyde? Oliveira. Hi. Is your mic? Everybody has to make sure their microphone is working. Just make sure it's not muted. If you want to see what's going on with your microphone, you have to look either on your picture. If you look on your picture and you see your name, and then you see the camera that's crossed out probably, and then the microphone, if that's red, that means you're muted. So you have to undo that. So Dina, I'll go to you. How are you doing, Dina?
Fine, thanks.
And what did you have for dinner last night?
Um, Actually, we are in night now. Now, I had for
Oh,
dinner
okay.
French fries and some salad and yogurt.
Uh-huh.
That's
Nice.
it.
Okay, so, oh, are you in Turkey?
No, I'm in
What time?
Egypt.
Oh, yeah. And what time is it there?
Now it's 5 a.m.
Oh, okay. So it's really early in the morning.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Really early. Okay. Okay, Ahmad, how are you doing?
Hi Lisa, I'm fine, thank you. Uh, I'm Imad, I'm from Syria. I had rice dish was a local dish. I can't explain it in English.
Mm.
It's very hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah,
It was good. You said it's rice? A local rice?
yeah. No, rice was another dish that
Oh.
usually served, but I can't explain it in English because it's very very weird. I cannot explain it. Yeah,
Can you find a picture of it and give us a link in the chat?
yeah. I'll try. Yeah.
Okay, if you have time to do that. Okay, all right. So, Clay, are you back? Hi. Maybe I'm not saying the name right. Clay Oliveira. Okay. Trying to see. Maybe he doesn't hear me. Okay, Fabricio, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm Fabricio from Argentina, and I ate 2 slices of ham and cheese tart.
Ah, sandwich. Good. Okay, Ismail, are you there?
Yes, hi Lisa.
Hi. How are
Hi
you?
everyone. I'm fine, thanks. This
Good.
is my from Ecuador. And for dinner, I just had rice, fried chicken, fried potatoes, and some salad. That's
Nice.
it.
Sounds good.
Yes, it was. Yeah, definitely.
All right. And Koji.
Yes, I'm from Brazil. I had a sandwich and with some salad and some vegetables.
Okay.
I'd like
Uh-huh.
to ask you, how do I say ham and cheese in general? All of this kind of that we put inside the sandwich, for example.
Like you mean how do we call that? Like the toppings or something? Like we had. Well, I would say I had a ham and cheese sandwich. Is that
Yeah,
what you
but
mean?
but these things that we put inside the sandwich, ham, cheese, these in general, is there a word that defines?
Kind of. Condiments is not really. Condiments is more like the mayonnaise or mustard or ketchup. I don't think there's a word. It's just what the ingredients, but how to make your sandwich. But
Okay.
is there a word in Portuguese?
Yes, yes. In Portuguese, we say that are some code things, codes.
Oh yeah, like cold cuts or something like that. You could call it cold cuts. Is refers to the meat. So cold cuts would be like ham. If you
Cold
had like
cuts. Okay,
bologna,
yeah. Nice. I
slices
think that
slices of meat. Yeah.
slice of meat.
Mhm.
That's
But
it. I ate that.
okay. Nice. Kubra, how are you?
I am fine, thank you. What about you?
Good. What did you have for dinner?
I had worked. I have worked.
You worked?
Yeah.
Did you eat dinner?
Dinner. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, dinner.
There is a problem. My connection. I can't hear.
What did you eat for dinner?
Potato and peas. Turkey menu. Mayo.
Mayonnaise, yeah, mayo.
Uh,
On a sandwich?
so
Did you have a sandwich or just turkey?
we have eaten with my family.
Okay, you ate with your family?
Oh.
Your mom and your dad?
Turkey.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Lucas?
Yes. Mom and dad.
Oh, okay. Maybe you have a delay in my... Lucas, how are you?
Hey Lisa.
I can't hear you.
I'm great, Lisa. How are you?
Good. And what did you eat for dinner?
I didn't have dinner.
Oh, no.
No, I just ate some biscuit, and pop taco.
A taco?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Yes. No, not hungry. No, not hungry.
Okay. All right, well, good. Yada, how are
Hello,
you?
Liz. Fine, thanks. And you?
Good. What did you eat for dinner?
I usually eat for dinner cereal or salad
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
with
Oh, with
cup of coffee, of course.
with coffee?
Yes.
With a decaf coffee or regular coffee?
Regular coffee.
Oh, it doesn't keep you awake at night?
No, I don't have problem with that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, it looks like some people are having trouble with their internet connection, so I think there are a couple of spots open. So if people want to come back in, Kubra's trying again, and Gregory is coming in, it looks like. Let's make sure your guys' microphones are working. Gregory, are you there? Probably have to unmute your microphone when you first come in. I think it's muted. Gregory, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Here I am.
Okay, great. So,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Where are you from, and tell us what you ate for dinner.
Well, I'm from Dominican Republic,
Mhm.
and I had rice and eggs for dinner.
Okay, rice and eggs. Yummy. You guys all had some good dinners. All right, we are all well fed now. Okay, so today this is going to be a speaking class, but it's going to be a little bit more structured. First, I'm going to just review the simple past. And I created a little Google document here for us to read through and review. And I just put the link up in the Verbling chat. So if you would like to open that link, it will take you to this Google Doc where we are going to read and review the simple past. So in English, just like in many other languages, we have different ways of talking about the past. And depending on how we are talking about the past, something that happened in the past, we use different tenses or conjugations of the verbs. So we're only going to deal today with the simple past. I know that many of you know how to use this pretty well, and you are familiar also with the other ways of talking about the past, but today I just wanted to really focus on the simple past and give lots of examples and ask you guys questions and have you answer just using the simple past, just so we get some really good practice in with that. So I'm going to ask some people to read. I will start first. I'll go over just a little bit. So first there's some examples to get us started, and then we have 5 different uses, we call them, or different times that we use the past, the simple past, and then I have some questions down there. So we're going to go over those 5 different uses. Those are the times when you use them. And this information comes from this page down here. I provided the link. If you want to go there, it has a lot of good information on verbs, and it has some things you can practice filling in the correct verbs. And if you need if you want to practice that. You think that would help you? Okay, so the simple past. So an example is you called John. That's just a statement. Did you call John? That's the question. That's how you ask. That's like I asked you, what did you eat for dinner? You did not call John, so that's a statement. So here's the statement in the positive, something that you did do. Here's the question, and then in the negative form, you did not call John. Okay, let's see. The first person, Dina, would you read this part here where it tells us when do we use the simple past, the completed action in the past.
Okay. Completed action in the past. Use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. Sometimes the speaker may not actually mention the specific time, but they do have one specific time in mind.
So anytime you want to tell somebody that you did something that started and finished at a specific time in the past, like yesterday or last month or last year or when I was 5, something like that, then you would use this tense. And so here's some examples. And how about Ahmad, why don't you go ahead and read those first 4 sentences there for us, for examples.
Okay. I saw a movie yesterday. I didn't see a play yesterday. Last year, I traveled to Japan. Last year, I didn't travel to Korea.
Good. And there's 3 more here. How about Fabricio? Why don't you read those 3 for us?
Okay. Did you have dinner last night? She washed her car. He didn't wash his car.
Okay, so those are some examples of how to use that when you're just talking about something, an action. That's what verbs talk about, actions, that started and finished at a specific time in the past. Number 2. Let's see. Who will read that? Fabricio, let's see. Gregory, how about you read that number 2, the way we use, another way that we use the simple past tense.
Okay. A series of complete actions. We use the simple past to list a series of complete actions in the past. These actions happens first, second, third, fourth, and so on.
Okay, good. So I see some people joined us. So we're just going over the use of the past tense, and we're just doing the simple past, not all the different past tenses. And the link to get this Google document is in the Verbling chat. So hi there, Camilo and Abderzak. And I think everybody else is still with us. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going here. So yeah, so things that are completed, so that means finished.
Good evening.
Good evening. So we used this when we want to talk about several things that were completed. So here we have 3 sentences for examples. And why don't we have, Ismail, why don't you read the 3 sample sentences, the examples there.
Okay. I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. He arrived from the airport at 8, checked into the hotel at 9, and made the orders at 10. Did you add flour? Pour in the milk, and then add the eggs.
Good. So here I just want to bring your attention to one way to form the past tense, simple past, is to add the ed. That's for the regular way. And even when young American children are learning, when they're just learning to speak and talking, oftentimes they will add ed all the time, even when it's not. So even something like found, they might say founded. But so just in English, you can often add the ed, but sometimes you can't, and those are the irregular verbs. And the best thing is just to learn them basically by reading and writing and listening. And you can do some studying sometimes, but it's best, I think, to just come at it naturally. Just like kids who are learning They don't always say that forever. They eventually realize how to say things correctly. So, and that's fine. So I finished, and just for people, the ed, sometimes it will, it has a like handed. It's more of a D sound, but finished, it sounds like a T at the end. Finished. And walked, it's almost like it sounds like walked, like that with a T at the end. That's how we pronounce it, even though it has an ED. So I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Same with he arrived, it has the D sound, but checked has more of like a T sound at the end. And then here, when you ask the question, you use the did. And then you're just having the verb. Did you add? You do not say did you added, right? So it's did you add, did you pour? Because otherwise it would be, when you answer, yes, I added the flour, I poured, poured in the milk, I added the eggs. Okay? Just to pay attention to that. All right, here's the number 3. This is another way that when we use the simple past. And how about you read that, Lucas, please?
Yes. And the simple past can be used with a duration which starts and stops in the past. A duration is a long action, often indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for minutes, for all day, all year, etc.
Mm-hmm. So it might have had a duration in the past, which means it went on for a certain time period, but it started and stopped in the past. It wasn't going on longer than that. And usually you express that with saying how long ago that was, or how long ago or how long it lasted, just like you see here. Okay? So here we have some examples. So how about Yada, why don't you read those first 4 sentences that are the examples?
Okay. I lived in Brazil for 2 years. Shauna studied Japanese for 5 years. They sat at the beach all day. They did not stay at the party the entire time.
Okay. Abderzak, how about you read those other 3 there?
Okay. We talked on the phone for 30 minutes. How long did you wait for them? We waited for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, now this is the number 4. This is another way that we use the simple past. And Camilo, will you want to read that? Camilo, does your microphone work? You might be muted. Okay, Dina, why don't you do it?
Okay. Habits in the past. The simple past can also be used to describe a habit which stopped in the past. It can have the same meaning as used to. To make it clear that we are talking about a habit, we often add expressions such as always, often, usually, never, when I was a child, when I was younger, etc.
Okay, good. So then here we have these examples. So, Camila, did you get your microphone to work? You might have to check to make sure it's not muted. Ahmad, why don't you read those 4 sentences, please?
Okay. Yeah, I just want to see. Because I lost the link. I'm trying to. Yeah, I studied French when I was a child. He played the violin. He didn't play the piano. Did you play a music instrument when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm. And Fabricio, why don't you read those last 2 ones there?
Okay. She worked at the movie theater after school. They never went to school. They always skipped class.
They always skipped class. Okay, and why don't you read number 5 here, Fabricio?
Okay. Past facts or generalizations. The simple past can also be used to describe past facts or generalizations which are no longer true. As in used for above, this use of the simple past is quite similar to the expression used to.
Yeah. So is everybody familiar with the expression used to? Like, I used to play the guitar when I was a teenager, for example, or I used to watch movies every day after school, or something like that. Used to is a phrase that's talking about the past, the same way that we use the simple past. Okay, so here we have some examples of this last usage. Gregory, why don't you read those sample sentences there?
Yes, she was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. He didn't like tomatoes before. Did you live in Texas when you were a kid? People paid much more to make cell phone calls in the past.
Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to answer these questions. So I'm going to ask the question, and everybody is going to answer, and I want to make sure that you answer using the simple past. So sometimes when somebody asks you a question, there's often many ways that you can answer it. But in this particular time, I want you to just use the simple past to answer the question. And then once we go through these questions, then I'm going to have you guys come up with some questions and to ask the other students about this. Okay? So the first question is, did you play a sport when you were a kid? So if the answer is yes, then tell us which sport you played. And if it's no, then that's a pretty simple answer. But I want you to answer in complete sentences. So not just yes or no. Okay? So Abderazak, did you... Oh, Camilla, your microphone's working now. Good. Abderazak, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. I played football or soccer.
Aha, good. Okay, that's correct. Yes, I did. I played football. Good.
What was your position in the field?
Abderazak.
Yeah.
Fabrice, he said, he asked you a question. What position did you play, or what was your position in the field? In the soccer team. Okay, answer in a complete sentence.
I play football like a midfielder.
You what? You play defender?
Yeah, defender, yeah.
Okay, great.
Defender or midfielder.
Mid defender. Okay.
Yeah.
Camilo, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. In fact, I played the same sport. That's right. I played. Let me think. Yes, football, and yeah, sometimes the basketball.
Good. Dina.
Yes.
Did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I played tennis when I was a kid.
Okay, great. Imad, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
I used to play basketball.
In
my neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay. And Fabricio, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. I played tennis, but I had to choose playing paddle instead because I couldn't afford both sports at the same time.
You had to choose one or the other?
Yes, in fact, the technique to play both sports is similar, so I had to leave one.
Yes, my son, this month, my son had to choose either to play soccer or be on the mountain bike racing team. So he chose to do mountain biking. Yeah.
More exciting.
Yeah, he could not do both. So because the practices were on the same days, so you had to choose one. Okay, Gregory, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't play any sport when I was a kid. I was more like a, playing chess person, something like that.
You played
Yeah.
chess? Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Do you still play chess?
Yes, I do.
Nice. I have a neighbor who just went to Iceland, the country of Iceland, to participate in a chess world chess championship or something. He did pretty good. He's a really good chess player. Okay, Ismail, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. I used to play soccer, football soccer. It was my favorite.
Okay. And do you still play today, these days?
Not always. Today I prefer volleyball.
Okay, great. Lucas, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. I played handball.
Handball. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yada, did you play a sport when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. I played basketball sometimes in my school.
Good. Okay, so what did you eat for breakfast yesterday? So I want you to start off with yesterday, and then verb. Okay, Abderzak, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Yesterday I ate bread with a cup of milk.
With some meat?
No, milk. Cup of milk.
Oh, a cup of milk. Okay? So for breakfast, you ate some bread with milk. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, Camilo, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
And I ate nakatamali. It's a typical food from here. It is delicious.
Tamales?
With a coffee.
I didn't hear you. You ate what? Tamales?
Nakatamales.
What is that?
I mean, it's a typical food from here. It's just the people sell that kind of food Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just 3 on the weekend. I mean.
Okay. Okay, so somebody was asking me in the chat, was that you, Camilla? Did I play any sports as a kid? So I didn't answer that question. So yes, I played a lot of sports. I played basketball, I played soccer, I ran cross country and track, I played tennis. Sports was pretty popular when I went to school. So I played a lot of sports. Okay, Dina, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Yesterday I ate eggs, bread, and a glass of juice for breakfast.
Okay. What kind of juice?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Yum. And Imad, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Yesterday my breakfast wasn't that great because I was in a hurry and I overslept in the morning. So yeah, I didn't do the regular meal. I didn't do everything at the table. So it was very fast. It was frustrating for me. I left everything on the table and get down for my work, and that's it.
You had a quick breakfast. Okay. Okay, Fabricio, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
I had 2 hamburgers and smashed potatoes yesterday.
For breakfast?
Oh, sorry. For breakfast, I had a glass of yogurt and some cookies. I think they were chocolate cookies.
Okay. Maria Jose says that she didn't eat anything for breakfast yesterday because she didn't wake up until noon. So she ate lunch. Gregory, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Or I think I ate potato with I think it was ham. I think, but I'm not. I really don't remember.
That was too long ago. Okay. Ismail, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Yesterday I ate boiled eggs, a cup of coffee, a sandwich with butter, and a glass of juice.
Nice. Lucas, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Teacher, I don't remember very well, but I think that was I think that was bread bread with mango juice.
Wow, yummy.
Something like
Yeah.
I love mango juice. Probably if you've been drinking it, I don't remember very well.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yada, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday?
Yesterday I was sick, so
Oh.
I just drank lemon tea and guava. It's guayaba in Spanish. I don't know.
Yes. Guava, yeah.
Yes.
Are you feeling
Yes.
better now?
Yes, I feel better.
Good. That's good. Okay. So the next question is, what time did you go to bed last night? So Abderzak, what time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed last night at, I think, 12 a.m.
Is that when you usually go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, late night. Camilo, what time did you go to bed last night? Camilo?
Yes.
What
Yes.
what time did you go to bed last night?
10 and a half. 10 and a half.
10:30?
That's right.
Okay. Say I wanted you to say the whole sentence. So last night I went to bed at 10:30. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Dina, what time did you go to bed last night?
Last night I went to bed at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yes. I used to stay up.
You guys stay up so late. Maria Jose says that last night she went to bed at 6 a.m. That's
Yes,
that's crazy.
I didn't sleep from yesterday, and now it's 5:30 a.m.
Oh my gosh. When are you going to sleep?
7 a.m., 8, 9, it depends.
You'll sleep all day. Okay. Imad, what time did you go to bed last night?
Okay, it was about 9:30.
That's
9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m. Yeah. That's a good bedtime.
But I wake up only about 1 hour ago.
Oh. Fabricio, what time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed at midnight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was just playing online games, like always.
What games do you like to play online?
Warcraft or Age of Empires.
Okay.
Strategy.
Yes, I know those. Gregory, what time did you go to bed last night?
Last night I went to bed about at 1:30 a.m.
Well, I guess it is the weekend, I guess. Ismail, what time did you go to bed last night?
Well, last night I went to bed at 2 a.m. I usually go to bed after 1 a.m.
Wow. When do you usually wake up?
Usually 6 or 7. It depends on what kind of work I have to do, because sometimes I have to work in the field, and other times I work at home.
Okay, good. Lucas, what time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed last night about 2 a.m. That's
Two.
good.
Same. Okay, Yada, what time did you go to bed last night?
Last night I go to bed around 10 p.m. but I fell asleep around 2 a.m. I think.
You were in bed, but you weren't sleeping?
Sorry.
You went to bed at 10, but you didn't sleep until 2
Exactly.
a.m.? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, Abderzak, when did you learn how to ride a bike? When did you learn to ride a bike?
I didn't know exactly, but I learned to bike to ride. I learned to ride bike about can see 8 or 9 years old.
Okay. All right. Okay, so there's the pattern in the chat box, you guys, as one way you can answer the question. So, Camila, when did you learn to ride a bike?
Really, teacher, I don't remember, but I think that I learned to ride a bike when I was 9 years old.
Uh-huh. Good.
Yeah.
Dina, do you remember? When did you learn to ride a bike?
Yes, I learned to ride a bike when I was 7.
When you were 7. Ahmad, how about you? When did you learn to ride a bike?
I can remember right now. It was in about eight. It was in the primary school in the first year. I guess it was. I was in eight. Yeah. Here decided. My friends said we can try to play in the biker, and I tried to ride one, and
Uh-huh.
I guess it was the first thing that I did myself.
Okay. Fabricio, when did you learn to ride a bike?
I learned to ride the bike when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
How do you call the little wheels that you use to help?
Training wheels?
Training wheels. Okay.
Yes. Gregory, when did you learn to ride a bike?
I learned to ride a bike like when I was like 7 or 8 years.
Mm-hmm. And Ismail? When did you learn to ride a bike? Ismail?
Well, I started to learn when I was 4 years old.
Hmm. Did you use training wheels first?
No, my train wheels was my dad.
Your dad held you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was over me all the time,
Uh-huh.
but I could learn it quickly. Maybe
Yeah.
1 week, no more.
Uh-huh. Great. Yeah. Yep. And Lucas, how old were you? Or when did you learn to ride a bike?
It has a long time. about 6, 8.
Okay. Yeah. That's a long time ago, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
21.
Okay.
Not long time.
Not that long. Yada, when did you learn to ride a bike?
Was difficult for me to learn ride
Yeah.
a bike, but I think it was when I was 9 or 10 years.
Uh-huh. Did you have training wheels first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how most kids here learn, with training wheels, and then take them off, and then their mom or dad runs along beside them, and pretty soon they get the hang of it, and then they do it. All right, we're on number 5. These questions are so far in the past, you have to remember. How old were you when you started school? Camilo, do you remember how old you were when you started school?
As a matter of fact, I don't remember. I need to ask my mother.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I think, yes, it was around 4 years old, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I need to ask her.
You don't remember? Dina, do you
No.
remember how old you were?
Yes, I think I started school when I was 5, I think.
Mm-hmm. Ahmad, how old were you when you started school?
It was 7. I was 7 years. Yeah, I was crying that time.
You didn't. You remember you didn't want to go?
Yeah, she lit my hand and say, "Stay here." I came back. I waited, and she never came back. So I decided to join the class, and it was miserable because everyone was a stranger for me.
Yes.
I remember how it was.
Yeah. Okay. Fabricio, how old were you when you started school?
I started the school when I was 6 years old.
Okay. And Gregory, how old were you when you started school?
I started school when I was 3 years old. Yeah, 3.
Was that like a preschool?
It was like a kindergarten. Yeah.
Kindergarten. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what Maria Jose in the chat said too. 3. Ismail, how old were you when you started school?
Well, I started kindergarten when I was 5 and school when I was 6.
Okay. Hi, Igor. Igor just joined us.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Igor. We're just working with the past tense, the simple past, so I'm just asking questions and people are practicing. So the question was, how old were you when you started school? Do you remember?
I was when I started school. I was I think 6 or 7 years old.
Okay. Lucas, how old were you? Long time ago. How old were you when you started school?
About 6, but I've been studying more early in very early school.
You started very early?
Yeah, very early, very in the school to get in the normal school about 6.
At 6? Oh, okay. Yada, how old were you when you started school?
I started school when I was 6.
Okay, so now everybody, I know you have computers because you're using them to be in this class. So the question is, when did you buy your computer? Camila, when did you buy your computer?
Okay, this computer, my mother bought it around 3 years ago. But the first one that I had it was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. That's right.
That was your first computer?
Very good. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Dina, when did you buy your computer?
I bought my computer 3 years ago.
Still working good?
Yes.
That's good. Sometimes
yes,
these that's good. Imad, when did you buy your computer?
The one that I'm using right now it's about in 2009. The first one was 2002. Yeah, I remember because I assembled it myself.
Oh,
It was
really?
in 2000. Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, we have this habit in Syria because actually in my neighborhood we used to have a lot of computers stations and we used to repair computers, assembly computers. So I don't have. In 2001, I was working with computer without having anyone.
Wow.
So I decided to buy the parts one by one. Yeah, I saved my money by buying parts of the computer and assemble and finish in 2003. It's like that. Yeah.
Nice. So when somebody's working on a computer, do you have to be careful about like getting shocked or any chemicals or anything like that, or you can just touch everything and it's okay?
For me, it's very simple because it's not that complicated. We are talking we are talking about desktop. It's very simple. You just put the cards in the case. You just have to have that technique.
Okay.
you know what you are connecting, what genre is suitable.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't that difficult, yeah.
Okay. So you just buy like the different cards or whatever that you fit in the slots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fabricio, when did you buy your computer?
I bought my computer last year because the previous one was a gift my parents gave to me when I was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. Great. Gregory, when did you buy your computer?
I bought this computer about in 2006, I think. Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, that's pretty good. 7 years?
Yeah.
Still working?
Yeah, it's still working.
That's good. Igor, when did you buy your computer?
I bought this computer 1 year and a half ago.
Okay. It's pretty new then.
Yes.
Ismail,
relatively new.
Relatively new, yeah.
Yes.
But technology moves quickly, so they go out of date quickly, unfortunately.
It's old.
It's old, yeah.
Yes.
Ismail, when did you buy your computer?
Well, I bought my computer 5 years ago by the time I was making my thesis, so it was useful by the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lucas,
And
when
yes,
did you...
it's still working.
It's still working, good. Lucas, when did you buy your computer, Lucas?
I bought my computer about 2 years and a half.
2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yada, when did you buy your computer?
I didn't buy my computer. It was a Christmas gift 2 years ago.
Uh-huh. Nice. That's a nice gift.
Yes.
Okay, great. So sometimes in the United States, people call their moms different things like mama or mommy or mom, and sometimes they call their grandma different names like Grammy or grandmother, or I called my grandma Nana, and my kids call their grandma Nina because she didn't want to be called grandma because she thought it sounded too old, and she's not old, she says. So I'm wondering, what did you call your mom, or if you had a different word for grandma, what did you call your grandma when you were little? Do you remember? Camila?
I named my mother is I don't remember, but my grandma was Naila.
Naila?
But she said that it was funny.
Yeah. Cool. Dina, did you have a special name for your mom or your grandma? What did you call your grandma?
My mom, I used to call her Mama.
Uh-huh.
As usual, but my grandmother, I used to call her Tita. I don't know if you know this.
What is
Not in Egypt. In Egypt, it's so familiar, but I don't know really. It's like grandma.
Uh-huh. What?
Same
Say it
meaning.
again.
Tita.
Teta?
Yes.
Okay. That means something else is good. Okay.
In Egypt, it's so familiar.
Okay. Iman.
Okay.
What did you call let's say your grandma, I guess, because that's probably more common to have a different name for your grandma, special name. Do you remember?
Yeah, you said something weird because in our city we used to say for our grandmother, we say Nana. I can't see why we have the same way. I can't see.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nana. But in the other cities, and it's familiar to say Teta as Dina said. Yeah.
As your grandma. Okay. And Fabricio.
But there must be some reason for the common name mom or dad. I can't see that we all have the same base. Mama, mom.
Yeah, the sounds, the first sounds. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Fabricio, did you have a special name for your grandma? What did you call your grandma?
No, but I called my mom Anciana, like ancient. Really ancient.
Did she like that?
Yes, I still call her like that.
Okay, nice. Okay, Gregory, what did you call your mom or your grandma when you were little?
Well, I called my grandma when I was little Tata.
Tata?
Yeah, Tata, just like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Igor, what did you call your mom or your grandma when you were little?
When I was little, I called my mom and grandma. Mom and grandma.
Yeah?
Yes.
How do you say it in your language?
Mama.
Uh-huh.
It's the same in Romanian and Russian, mama.
Uh-huh.
And grandmother is bunica in Romanian, and Russian, babushka.
Uh-huh. Okay. Babushka. I'm familiar with babushka. I've heard that more. Okay,
Yes,
Lucas. Or Ismail, sorry. What did you call your mom or your grandma when you were little?
What about my grandma?
It's
When,
like in English, like mother, mãe, in Portuguese,
Yeah.
mãe, and manhã. It is like a little mother or something,
Yeah.
very sweet, manhã, manhã. But usually it's more mother.
Uh-huh. Okay. Lucas, how about you?
it was Lucas.
Oh, that was Lucas Ismail. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
okay.
that was for Brazilian.
Yes.
That didn't
Okay,
sound
don't worry, don't worry.
cognitive dissonance.
Okay, her name was Rosa, so I used to call her Mama Rosita.
Ah. That was your grandma?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Cool. And Yada, how about you?
I call my grandma abue or abuelita.
Okay, great. Okay, we have a few more minutes. Let's see if we can get this last one or two in. What was your favorite movie from last year? Camilo.
My
Camilo?
favorite
Yes.
movie was Avenger. The Avenger.
Avenger? Okay. Dina, what was your favorite movie from last year?
It was
right.
Twilight.
Which one? The
Twilight.
last Twilight? Uh-huh.
Yes, it was Twilight.
Okay, Imad.
It was Shawshank, yeah. It was Shawshank Rehabilitation. I watched it the last year, but it's very old movie.
Okay. Fabrizio, what was your favorite movie from last year?
My favorite one was The Hunger Games because I didn't know a thing about it, and I went to the cinema with a friend that have read the book, so then she told me everything about that movie.
Yeah. Maria Jose is reading The Hunger Games. Gregory, what was your favorite movie from last year?
My favorite movie from last year was Warrior.
Say it again?
Warrior.
Oh, last. Okay. All right, and Igor.
I do not have movies from last year, but one of my favorite movies is Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps.
Oh yeah, I can't remember
With
that.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, I saw all that. I want to see that again.
First part and second part, 2 parts. Yep.
Aha. Okay. Ismail, what was your favorite movie from last year?
Well, the only one I watched in cinema was the Avengers.
Okay. And Lucas, what was your favorite movie from last year?
It is, I'm sure, The Iron Woman, a drama that says the history of Miss Margaret Thatcher, first
Oh yeah,
Prime
The Iron Woman. Okay, you like that one?
Great.
Yeah, I want to see
Great.
that. I never saw that. Yada, what was your favorite movie from last year?
Last year, I didn't remember exactly what. I think I watched The Avengers. I like it. And
Okay.
I didn't remember if the Life of Pi was in this year because I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, guys, you did a good job practicing the simple past. If you want to review it, you can always copy this and paste it into your own Google document somewhere or into a Word document or something. It's also on this website here, and they have some little exercises you can do if you want to practice some more. But you guys did a good job. Thanks for coming to class. And now I'm going to be doing another class, so if you want to practice writing in English, I'm going to be doing that next. So join me in the next class if you'd like, and if not, I'll see you another time. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you. See you.
Bye bye.
Take care. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Teacher, I have a